Okay, so by now we know how to get the slope from 2 points. So 2 points will form one line, and then over here as well, 2 points will form one line. Now, there are 3 cases. Number 1, 2 lines might be parallel, which means the slopes are exactly the same. Case 2, 2 lines will meet at 90 degrees. What that means is perpendicular. Third case will be just neither. There's no relation whatsoever. So let's try to figure out what case it is going to be for these guys. So step number 1, might want to label each one as x1, y1, x2, y2, just so that we can calculate the slope. So remember, the slope is y2 minus y1. So I subtracted the difference of the 2, and then x2, x1. Now just be cautious with the double negative. I am subtracting a negative value, so we're going to get into this double negative situation. So I end up getting 7 over 2, and that is slope AB. I'm just going to put that aside and then compare that to these guys. So x1, y1, x2, y2, just like before, and let's calculate the slope of CD this time. So y2 minus y1. What have I done? I took these two numbers. It's always a subtraction between the two. x2 minus x1, and once again we have that double negative situation here. So I'm getting 7 over 2, and that is MCD. Now obviously 2 over 7 and 7 over 2 are not exactly the same, but you might be thinking, there's that crisscross pattern, so reciprocal pattern, but still it is neither relationship. They're neither parallel nor perpendicular, because if this was to be perpendicular, it not only needs to be a reciprocal, but you need to have a negative reciprocal. So say, just hypothetically, if it was 7 over 2 over 7 versus negative 7 over 2, then they will be perpendicular to one another. In this case, it is just reciprocal, so it's neither. All right, so let's try one more problem. And once again, it's going to be one of the 3 cases. Is it perpendicular, parallel, or no relationship? So x1, y1, x2, y2. We're going to run that slope formula, y2, y1, x2, x1. So 5 take away 4. It is always take away. 2 take away 0. It is always take away. So difference between the second, difference between the first. That will be 1 over 2, and we're just going to set it aside for now. x1, y1, x2, y2, we're doing MCD. Okay, so take the difference between the second numbers, that is 4, and then take the difference between the first 2 numbers, but then notice that it's another double negative. So that's going to turn into a positive. So 4 over 8 is 1 over 2. Did you notice that they are identical? So because the slopes are exactly the same, these two are parallel to one another. It'll be like this.